cute one. All right, let's get this party started.
Rolling. All right, action.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Fashionably Broke Podcast, episode 44. I just learned this on TikTok. Well, I guess when this comes out, it won't really be that day, but when we're recording, it is Happy Kindness Day. So, Maddy, I hope you were kind today.
I probably
and I
wasn't.
I hope I'm kind to you this evening.
That makes me no. I honestly didn't really talk to many people today, so
interesting.
I was kind.
Oh,
maybe.
I know my kindness thing, and I've literally put this all over Instagram and TikTok. I don't care, and I'll be talking about it on here as well. I went and passed out my Christmas happy hour invitations to my neighbors. So that can be like my little act of kindness of getting everybody together. I was so nervous to do that, even to like go up to their door. I don't know. It's just but you don't get any candy.
True. You get friends.
Even better.
Trick or treating. Yeah. But with like friends. Well, that's fun. No, I can't think. I probably did do something kind today because let's be honest, it's me.
Obviously.
I'm always kind.
Exactly. The person you need to watch out for me for.
Yep.
Oh.
and that's the end of the podcast. Thank y'all for listening.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say it again. Screw it. Whatever.
The person that should be extra kind today is Kassidy. I'm kidding. No, it's also I kind of went with a theme. It's also a couple days after Veterans Day. So happy late Veterans Day.
Yes.
And also happy 10-year anniversary to my parents and happy birthday to my dad. So,
oh my God.
Hey.
Whoa, we have lots to celebrate.
Yes, so late. So they happened this weekend. Their anniversary was on Sunday, and then my dad's birthday was Monday. So...
Oh my gosh, it's today?
It's
I need
today.
to text him. Oh, shit, I need to text him. Come on, Facebook, where are you when I need you?
I know. There was no notification, no nothing. I'm just kidding. Obviously I knew. But, yeah, right. Shouts out. There's a lot going on, right?
No, there is. Well, happy anniversary, Leah and Guy. Love you both. Happy birthday to my second dad. And what I wanted to realize as Maddy was, happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all the men and women who have served for our country. It is definitely an honor for you to do that, to say that, to stand behind that. So I just really want to hone in on that because I don't think they get enough recognition even when it comes to Veterans Day. So thank you to everyone who has served.
Yes, thank you. And as Kassidy said earlier, National Kindness Day. Didn't even know that was happening, but be kind today. Be kind to every day. But
yeah, so say be kind to every day.
Yeah, be kind to every day, but also be kind today. Okay?
Exactly.
But I think we have a pretty packed, full episode.
Yeah, so we're just going to run through our highs and lows very, very, very quickly. So Maddy, start us out, highs and lows, and then we'll get into topics.
High for me, went to Baton Rouge this past weekend. And
literally looked so fun.
Partied it up. I didn't go to the LSU game, but the LSU game was happening while I was there, so I participated in the tailgating.
Obviously.
And the going out aspect.
Obviously.
So that was fun. But realized I don't really like hanging out with college kids that much. So yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But it was a crazy weekend, and my low is honestly, I think I'm suffering the hangover now.
Oh, no, that happens. I swear. Even when I wake up Sunday, I'm just I'm good. I'm good.
Great. And then
and then it gets to the night, and I'm like, I don't feel too great. And then I wake up the next morning, and I'm like, am I sick?
I still don't feel great. So no, yeah, I think I'm just tired. And then the headache started to kick in while I was at work. And I was like, come on, man. Like, why?
Not now.
Why you gotta do this to me now? It's Monday. Like,
right.
that happened Saturday. Like, come on.
Right.
Let's get with it. But I think those are my highs and lows. I mean, another high, I think that this weekend I am devoting my entire weekend to decorating for Christmas. And
yay! That'll be fun.
Not one to decorate this early, but something's calling me too. So I think I'm going to leave out some of my fall decorations, but mix in like a little bit of Christmas. Because like I'm going to go buy a tree and start, I think, I might not start decorating, but I need to like go buy everything. So
right.
Like, start getting ornaments, like all of that. Basically starting Christmas over from scratch. So
right.
Kind of excited.
Oh, that'll be fun. That's always so fun, going shopping for all that new stuff.
Yes, so much fun, except for my bank account. So
exactly.
That's my highs and lows.
Okay, my high is that my Friendsgiving is this upcoming weekend. So I'm so excited about it, but I'm kind of like getting nervous.
Oh my God, don't.
There's like almost, I would say, about 25 people coming.
Oh my God, fun. I don't know 25 people, so that's exciting.
No, I know. It's going to be so fun, but like, I live in like a smaller home. Like it's perfect for me, like 1,200 square feet, which granted, if the weather allows, I'm hosting it outside. So like, that'll be great. But like, I've never done this before. So I'm getting nervous, but like, I'm also so excited for it.
So if you need an amazing stuffing recipe or like my family cheesy potato recipe, like hit me up.
Yum. I'm cooking the ham. So.
Oh, fun. That's exciting.
More like warming up. I'm going to like buy the one from like H-E-B, you know, that's already like fully cooked. And then you just warm up and put the little glaze over it.
That still takes like a couple of hours.
Right. No, there's still room for air
involved.
No, there's still room for air for sure.
Like you have to like make the sauce and you have to like glaze it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's my high. I'm super excited for that. Been planning for that. So I'm excited to see everything come together. My low, I really don't have a low. Life's been great, honestly.
Good. So exciting. Good. Yay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see all of the pictures.
I know. Don't worry, sis. We'll be taking pictures.
But
don't
damn,
you worry.
25 people. That's insane.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot.
I don't even know if I know that many people.
Yes, you do. If you like still lived in Louisiana, like your girlfriends, like your boyfriend's brother, like, you know, just like stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not.
That's such a
Let's
lie.
be honest. Probably not.
Okay, but everyone, we're moving on.
Yes.
To the most important part. I really don't care about anything else we're talking about on this podcast. I really hate to say that. But I'm going to talk about it because actually the one you wrote down, I'm very interested in that one. But
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I need this time to shine.
Yeah, everyone knows what this is about to be about. Everyone knows. If you're listening, you already know.
When I tell you, I screamed, I vomited, I cried. I mean, I felt every emotion at once. Seeing this is the first TikTok I saw of Taylor and Travis, of Taylor running off stage into Travis's arms, kissing him.
Mm-hmm.
In public, in front of thousands of her fans. If that's not a hard lunch, what is? Like, they're getting married. They have to get married. Like, and they know that, Maddy. Like, I think, like, you know, if like, you know, like, they know.
Yeah.
Like, they're both around the same age. They've both stated that, like, they're ready to settle down, that they want to have a family. Like, this is it. And I could not be more happy for them. No, I love them. Like, I'm sorry I'm not letting you talk. You can have your time to talk and soak it all in too.
No, I mean, I thought it was a super, super, super cute little moment.
Yeah, it was so cute.
Thoroughly
it
enjoyed
was so cute. And then obviously the lyric switch up of Karma. Karma is the guy on the Chiefs running home straight to me.
What's so funny? Sorry, I always pull out my computer cord. I didn't even like catch it. I was like listening. I'm like, why is everyone like freaking out about this video? And then of course, like I saw it, and then I rewatched it, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Like, she's never done that before. But literally, like, she's dated guys for 5+ years and never done that before.
Damn, I know. I bet you they feel like shit right now.
No, yeah, Joe, bye. You're nobody.
What did he do?
He, like, basically just, like, put her in a box and was like, oh, like, I don't want our relationship to be public. I don't want to go out in public. Like, it's too much when, like, we're around you because you're so famous, obviously.
How did they meet? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Who is he?
He's like an artist.
This is like super like old.
Like, I think he's like a artist. But I think like an art. No, I'm actually not going to embarrass myself. I don't know. Some type of, I don't think, oh no, maybe he was a songwriter.
No, or is he an actor? Wasn't he like British?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah. It's a singer, songwriter.
Let's look it up.
Actress.
Let's look it up. Producer.
Producer, if you don't mind. Yeah, I'll get right on it. Hold on. But she's always dated just these freaking artsy fartsy, you know, just non-manly guys.
Could not be, like her previous boyfriends were so very much not my type.
Yeah. And like, I think she finally realized like they're not her type either.
Yeah. Why the hell would they be? He's an actor.
Okay. He's an actor. He's obviously a nobody if we don't even know what he does. Like, that's all I have to say.
I mean, very true. I don't know what he's in.
But it's just like, I'm loving it. And her dad and Travis were hanging out. Literally, her dad was wearing like a Chiefs lanyard when he's been an Eagles fan his entire life. Like, her dad is totally like playing into it all because I think he knows like his daughter's in love and like this is her husband. I'm not laughing, Maddy. It's true.
But this is the one thing that I've been thinking about through this whole thing. Do you think that the fans are putting a lot of pressure on the relationship?
No.
So that okay.
No.
All right. No, respect. I love them together. I think they're super cute, but I'm just very curious to see because it is so early on. Not saying that they're going to break up. Not saying that they're going to break up. But
it is very early on for her to like even be doing this or even being caught in public together. Like even just at the same place together, much less literally kissing like right when you run off stage. But I think like Joe boxed her in so much that she was like felt like she had to be boxed in and like she could never have a relationship that was public. But you're Taylor Swift, like you're not going to be able to hide that kind of stuff, you know, like you have to embrace it. And it's just so nice to see like how Travis acts, how Travis like supports her so much, but also like she supports him and is like going to his games. Like they're just on totally different ends that it like works out. Like they're not in music together. They're not in competition. Like they're not
not both entertainers.
Right. So I mean, I literally don't know what else to say.
She's like, it's all consuming. It's all I think about. I'm not okay, but I am okay.
I literally wake up. I check TikTok to see if there's any updates. I go to bed thinking about it. Oh my God, I shit you not. Literally, I shit you not. Last night, I was obviously going to bed. I was in a deep dream and Travis Kelce asked me on a date. And we went on a date.
Your dumbass. Oh, I thought your dumbass was going to be like, no, you can't do this to Taylor. I'd be like, bitch.
Oh, whoa.
Come on.
No,
Come
so
on.
I went on the date with him, but I was confused. I was like, I thought you were going on dates with Taylor. Like, oh my God, you're taking me on dates too? And like we got out of the car and it was like the first time like paparazzis had ever been taking pictures of me, and I was like, oh, smile.
You're like, oh my
smile.
God.
And I literally woke up and I was like, this is consuming my life. Like I'm dreaming about them now.
Let's find you a hobby.
Nah.
It's okay. Throwback to one of our very first episodes. It's a wholesome hobby. We appreciate it.
Yes,
You know?
Exactly.
Like, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are your hobby right now.
Yeah. I'm just finding my wholesome
Her
hobby
passion.
of like things. Honestly, it's not even a hobby, it's my passion.
Her passion.
That's what I do day in and day out. But I think Argentina's winning the Eras Tour. I mean, it's just, it doesn't get much better than that. That's
where is she going now?
Crazy. No idea. That's a great question.
Ah.
It's all the South American tour, South America.
Oh my God. Well, no, I thought it was super, super cute. I mean, like, they are just literally, like, consuming pop culture right now. Just the news. Everywhere you turn is Taylor and Travis. Taylor and Travis.
Yeah, and I'm excited to tune into New Heights this week to see, like, because that's their podcast, to see, like, what they say.
Uh-huh.
Because Jason's always very good about, like, picking into it.
Oh, yeah, but
like,
he also,
nitpicking it.
Yeah, he, like, makes fun of it.
Yeah.
But in, like a good, nice way.
Like a brotherly way.
Yeah, obviously. Which, like, he has every right to make fun of him. Every right.
Whoa.
As a brother? Come on. You have to be picked on.
I guess.
You have to.
No, it builds character, it really does. My sister picked on me all the time. Look at me now.
I mean, I still pick on my sisters. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I?
Fine.
It's fun. Makes life fun. Okay, but kind of pivoting into almost Taylor Swift, almost not Taylor Swift, but basically Taylor Swift. So last week we had the photos of Britney, Taylor, Selena, Gigi, Sophie, whoever else. Photos, pop out into the world of them all going to dinner. And then this week, what happened?
Britney post her collab with Skims, which obviously everyone knows the owner of Skims is Kim Kardashian, and Kim and Taylor are in no-go. So, I have lots to say about this as well, because I really want to give Britney the benefit of the doubt. I don't
like her.
I don't either. And I don't really like how close Taylor's getting with her either. Like, she's giving Mean Girl, like, we'll stab you in the back, aka literally this.
I don't even think she gives to me, she doesn't give Mean Girl. She's just, like, trying to think of the word. She's just annoying. Like, she's a clout chaser. Like, she isn't a celebrity. She wants to be, but I don't, like, I understand who her husband is, but, like, I just don't think she will ever get to that point. She's a wag, and that's it.
I think a clout chaser. I guess that's a good way to put it.
And she's a wag. Like, she doesn't belong in the scene, and, like, I do think that she did this collaboration way before. Like, I think, because you can't, like, pop out a collab that fast. Photos that fast, products that fast. So, like, I do think that she did this months and months ago.
I think she did it before she even met Taylor, or, like, this was ever a thing. But I guess that leads me into, do you think Britney told Taylor that, like, this is coming out? And I've already agreed to the collab. Pictures already taken. It's launching this date.
I don't know. Because the thing is like, okay, think about. I really don't know. Like, I don't know, because I don't really know, like, the type of personality that this girl has. But
Right.
I, like, was thinking about it earlier in, like, terms of, like, okay, like, let's pretend this is not Taylor Swift and this is not Kim Kardashian. But, like, let's say that it's just between normal people, and, like, you went and, like, did this project of some sort, or, like, a podcast interview with someone that I hated, but before we met each other, then we met each other and then became friends, and then the podcast episode came out, and I was like, oh my god, I hate that person, like, how dare you? You don't, like, there's not really, like, a leg to stand on to be like, oh, sorry, let me just tell you everything, because, like, I know you hate this person. Like, by the way, way forever ago, before I met you, I did this podcast episode with this girl that you hate, and it's gonna come out, but now we're friends, so, like, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I get that
I mean,
too. And I go back and forth.
It's so public, like, obviously, I think that, like, if Britney... But then I'm like, I feel like Taylor is... She's not a forgiving person, but she is. Like, I feel like she would, like, truly understand being like, dude, totally respect. Like, that's business. Business and friendship is different. You know? Because they're not in a business together.
Yeah, I agree to an extent. I don't think Taylor feels the need that she needed to know beforehand, kind of thing. Like, Britney doesn't owe her anything, and I can see Taylor being that way and being like, yeah, like, she can do whatever she wants. Like, I'm not going to make my friends hate them or whatever.
Yeah. Sorry. Finish.
But like you said, like, I feel like Taylor forgives, but she never forgets.
Yeah.
And, like, it'll never, like, be a strong friendship, if that makes sense. No, like, you'll never be one of the girls with that.
But then I think about, like, Gigi Hadid. Gigi Hadid's friends with the Jenners and has, like, relationships with the Kardashians.
Right.
But,
right.
Like,
no, I've always thought, like...
Taylor, like, respects that. I feel like.
Right. Yeah. I mean, she obviously, like... I think she had more hate for Kanye.
Yeah, that's also another thing, is that I think, obviously, the world, like, truly knows how freaking insane Kanye is. And so I'm like, what if, like, one day they mend, like, her and Kim? Because, like, no, I'm not sticking up. I'm not, you know what in this situation, I'm just speaking in relative terms, because, you know, I like to think about these things. But, like, because obviously we know them so well. We're best friends with them.
Exactly.
But, like, obviously, like, Kim has come out about, like, how their, like, relationship was. And, like, she pretty much just had no choice other than to, like, go along with what he was doing. And, like, being a supportive wife. But do you think that, like, Kim is, like, regrets everything that went down and is like, damn.
Yes.
Like, I would want to, like, mend things.
110%.
Like, not now, but, like, maybe years and years and years.
No, I think 110%. Like, she would love for, like, her and Taylor to, like... God, my nose is so drippy. Sorry.
Do a little collab.
Yeah, I think she would love that, but... I mean, that kind of just...
it'll ever happen.
Right, but it just, like, comes with it. Like, I understand he was your husband at the time. You were being supportive, but, like, it is what it is. Like, you supported it. You did.
Yeah.
Like, either way.
Yeah. I guess as Dave Portnoy would say, she was an accessory to murder.
Exactly. And are those people in jail? They sure are. Period. That's a great way to end that. Wow. Slay.
But I do have to say, I will be very curious to see if we see any other pictures of outings with Britney.
I know. But, I mean, it's also just, like, such a crazy time because, like, she's back on tour now. Like, so... Yeah. It's like she's not gonna find the time,
Did you read the comments, though, of the post, of the Skims Collab post?
Yeah, they were all about Taylor. Like, oh, Taylor's not gonna be happy with this. Did you tell Taylor? And
then,
I was
but
like,
it was like, yeah, it was like Taylor or like, oh my god, love this. Like Taylor, it was insane. I was just reading through the comments, like dying.
yeah, no,
Dying.
same. I was going deep into the comments.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I've got to get out of this.
No, I spent like a solid 30 minutes, and I'm like, hold on, this isn't right.
No,
I need to stop.
But okay, well, I will shut my mouth about the Taylor Swift stuff, but obviously we had to touch on that, and then the Britney and Skims thing was just in addition to all of that. But now we're kind of segueing into fashion. As some of y'all know, or some of y'all might not know, the 2024 Met Gala.
2024, holy shit!
I know, isn't that crazy? The theme has been announced, and it is Sleeping Beauty's Reawakening Fashion. So I'm excited to hear your thoughts about this.
You know, I don't really even know.
Yeah.
I have not dove deep into it. I saw that they had announced it, but I didn't do my research. So I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, I wouldn't even say that I've done like research on it whatsoever. I mean, I just saw what they announced, and that was kind of it. I don't like
so many ways.
So I feel like there's two really big ways it can go, and the first way I'm gonna hate. So obviously it's Sleeping Beauty's Reawakening Fashion. It should have just been Reawakening Fashion, because now that you put Sleeping Beauties in here, we're gonna get princesses out there, and we all know that.
But I think not princesses in like the Disney sense that you might be thinking. I think like Sleeping Beauty's like royalty. Like think about the like fashion reawakening fashion. I think that's what I'm saying. It could go so many ways, because it could go like taking a turn on like Disney, but I don't think it's gonna be that. I think that there are gonna be some people that take it that way, but I think like honestly, immediately I thought like Marie Antoinette.
Yeah. Like, no, I could see that. Like now that you say it, I could see that.
Awakening, but like taking like that like colonial style. Not really. She was Victorian? I don't know. That I'm so very wrong. It's fine. This is not it's not a history podcast. But like taking that but making it modern. Like putting like modern, cuz like reawakening like putting like an insane twist on it.
Right.
To be like reinventive of
so I'm excited,
almost like time periods of like famous beauties.
Right. I'm excited for that, and like the way you look at it as like royalty beauty, like 100% I can see that, and I hope it's that. God forbid if anyone actually goes like the Disney princesses route, you're kicked out immediately.
See, but then I think about like Zendaya when do not say no to Zendaya. But like think about like how Zendaya did it during camp. Yeah. That was freaking crazy. And she did it so well. So like I feel like if people do take it that route, then I feel like it could still be cool. I mean, I'm not a Disney adult, so
neither am I. Don't try to classify me, and neither am I. That's my sister, not me.
We love you, Kelsey.
No, literally.
But I feel like, I even feel like that I'm sort of wrong, because like Sleeping Beauties, I think is like not. I think it has a crazy other meaning than like I think how we're processing it. I think it's actually going to be really freaking cool, and I think that it might be. I'm fingers crossed, manifesting that it will be one of the best Mets that we've had in the last couple of years.
I agree. I'm really liking this theme because I think it can bring so many great things. And I just like the reawakening fashion, like going back to what we knew, but also having like that cool twist or turn on it. So I am so excited to see like where people are gonna take this.
No, dude, I know. I think it'll be sick. I think it'll be sick.
No, it has to
Probably.
be. It has to be. Because like last year I was just like not a fan.
Oh yeah, no. No, or this past year wasn't a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what was this past year? Oh my god, that feels like literally forever ago.
It was the Carl.
Yeah, it was Carl. I mean, to me, honestly, the last one that I truly loved was, we had camp, and then what was the one after? I don't even remember.
I think it was camp and then
COVID.
Then and then it was Carl.
No, then we had 2. We had like American something. That's when Blake Lively went as the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, that was a great one.
Yeah, but I also liked camp. I mean, I thought that was...
I loved camp.
A lot of people didn't get it right, but I still thought it was fun. And like people really like thought outside of the box, which I greatly appreciate.
No, I agree. But and then on to the last topic. Last topic, Maddy, you take us away on this one because you sent it to me and I was in like shock.
Dude, I think this is the coolest thing that I've seen. I don't even know how I stumbled across this, but I was scrolling on Instagram, going through people's stories, and this came up about Diesel, which we've talked about Diesel, the clothing brand, a lot in previous episodes during Fashion Week, because they always pull out some very interesting, unique things. They're very big on streetwear, and like their street style, and their brand is, it's like you're seeing it so much more often than like you used to see it. So, Diesel basically came out with this new campaign where they are encouraging people to wear their clothes and then be able to return them. So they came out with this like super sick video, I thought. Did you watch the whole like commercial?
Not the whole one, though.
So basically it's like everyone, buying their clothes, wearing them out with the tag sticking out, and then like repackaging them, like, steaming them, ironing the tags, and then throwing them in a bag to return them. So basically in the campaign, Diesel took the approach, took the approach to like wardrobing. And wardrobing is when you buy an outfit, wear it, and then return it after, which like has always been looked at as like a no-no. Like that's, you don't do that. It's not acceptable. Like, people's return policies are like, if it's scuffed up, if they can tell you've worn it, like they will deny a return, especially luxury brands. I mean, luxury brands are, if you break something, they'll replace it or they'll fix it for you for free. Basically, it's like a lot of designer and just like higher end brands like almost have like a warranty. You wear it, it breaks, they'll fix it. But Diesel came out with like, hey, no, they've noticed that like wardrobing is an issue, so they're basically just gonna flip it on its head and make it something good for them. And so again, I encourage everyone to like watch this video, look it up. But yeah, it's basically so customers can wear their clothes out one night and then return them after. And then this is cool. So, and the results of this campaign, I literally have the post pulled up. So after releasing this campaign, their sales increased by 24%, returns decreased by 30%.
That is crazy. Wild? So is this just like for the what's the word? I can't think of the word. Are they like really encouraging you to like wear it out with tags on? Like, will the tags still have to be on to return it? So, you know what I mean? Or is that just like for the campaign to be like, haha, this is funny kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I think it's for the haha, this is funny.
Uh-huh.
I would have to look into their like return policy. I didn't see that, but I think that this is them taking a problem of wardrobing, but I also think that it's helping with sustainability, because we're, as a society, we're such a buy it, use it once, toss it. And like, that's just not good. That's not sustainable. Like, I mean, even with higher end items, like they are, like Diesel is a luxury brand.
Right.
There are people in the world, not us, we will never understand it.
Hey, never say
maybe
never.
One day.
Shut up.
Maybe one day. But like, that will buy items even as costly as Diesel. They'll wear it once and then it sits in their closet and then they get rid of it. When like, I think it's genius. They want their clothes to be worn. Like, wear them. Wear our clothes. Don't just throw it away. Like, return it. Give it back to us if you don't want to keep it. Wear it. Give it back. I love it.
No, I love this. I love the campaign. It looked super cool. Caught a lot of eyes, obviously.
Yeah.
Very much caught a lot of eyes. I'm just wondering how lenient they are.
I mean,
with like really meaning that. Like, obviously, like, you can't like mess it up or stain it or do this or do that. But I'm almost wondering if they're trying to create a branch within their brand of it being more of like a rental service. Like,
well, and two, I think that that's another key aspect of why they're doing this, because clothing rentals have skyrocketed. Right. There are so many brands now that you can just rent clothes, return them. So I think that this is also a way of them trying to keep up with, hey, this is a huge industry and we don't want to suffer. Let's keep up with the times and let's implement this new idea. But then you could even take it of like, if you are seeing it being successful, and I mean, even though that their like returns decreased, come up with fabric it's more costly, but at the end of the day, if you're going to be doing like returns like this to have things maybe eventually be bought and kept forever, do like fabric tags so people don't have to like rip it off, throw it away.
Right. No, I agree. And I just, no, literally hit her up, please. Because I'm really big on rental services. Obviously, like, they are more sustainable, but I don't really think about it in that way, which I should, because like you said, it's such a buy one thing, let it sit in your closet. Then
a problem now too with like people, they'll just throw items away instead of trying to like upcycle is the wrong word, but like trying to like give it a second life. And so I think that, I mean, but that's also why rental services have become so popular, is because it is so sustainable, especially within the fashion industry, because they're having to make, I mean, you have to make less product, but it's getting it's more cost per wear, honestly.
Right.
If you think of it that way.
If you just even like think about all the factories like in the world, there are a lot of people out there who do not like fashion because they're the number one contributors of just environmental issues, not clean air, just all of that because of their factories. That's just a huge thing we talked about in school, and I feel like people never realize until you actually like think about it, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, I could only imagine the amount of things that factories put into the air, and almost all of them are fashion related. So yeah, I love it. I buy from Nuuly all the time, and it's so nice because it's always like my big events or big occasions where like I don't want to rewear that dress. Like, it was for this time in this event, and that's that.
But yeah,
I will say, I think it's genius. I will say, like, in the nicest way possible. I feel like sometimes with rental services, it's really hard to keep up with the trends. Like getting that out, getting it out, getting it out, getting rid of stuff kind of thing.
But I think that's why they're going about it this way, because it's just their product. Like,
right.
It's their clothing, and like, hey, if you really want to wear it once, wear it once, and guess what? We'll take it back. Like, obviously, right. I'll look into their like return policy, but I think that this is genius because, again, rental services, but like with something like this, like, I do hope that more brands and more houses catch on, because like, you're not paying for a membership.
Right.
You're technically like, you're basically checking out the clothing.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. You're right.
Because like, you're paying full price, so basically you're just putting a deposit down to decide whether you want to keep it or not. And then if you keep it, you keep it. If you return it, you get your money back.
Right. And this, I feel like this is a good segue to go into our top 5, because there are tons of people out there who will buy it, wear it, love it, and then never return it. Now, they don't even have to love it, and they'll just never return it.
There are plenty of people out there that will just buy it and still just never return it. Even if they love it. If they can't fit it, guess what? Still not returning it.
I am a returning queen.
Oh, but before we jump into top 5, I just do have to say, I truly think that Diesel is very ingenious. That I think that, I hope that this catches on like wildfire with other brand houses.
Right.
I genuinely think that this is like a genius and very smart idea. I mean, of course, anything like this could turn badly, but I think that if a house is big enough, granted, I'm even talking about like brands that am not able to afford at this moment, but like, I just want to start. I don't know. I just think it would be super cool to just start seeing this. And like I was saying earlier, this could go wrong so many ways. But I think that if brands have the money, if they can test it out and actually see that like it does not hurt their house at all, like it doesn't hurt sales, like they're not like bleeding money from this, but they're actually making money from this. I think that like this is ingenious, and I think that it's going to completely change the way we can, as consumers, buy clothing now.
Right. No, I agree.
For the good.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm excited to hopefully see other brands jump on the bandwagon. Yeah. I think there will definitely be other brands who will be trying this out as well.
Oh, no, 100%.
Can't wait to see who they are. Still can't afford them, but, love to see it. I can't even check them out. I
know. It's a library book that I cannot afford.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, but as Kassidy was trying to jump into earlier, this leads us into our top 5.
Yes, but I just feel bad that you don't have a top 5.
So this is so to everyone listening, Kassidy came up with a very genius idea. And our top 5 segment is top 5 things you'd never return. As I just preached about sustainability, I don't return things. Things I never return, everything. Everything. What do you mean? Everything. I think I've returned maybe 5 things ever in my entire life, but I don't toss them. Okay. Sometimes they'll just sit in my closet for a really, really long time, but I always rehome things. Always.
Right.
I always rehome things. So if it doesn't work for me, guess what?
Works for someone else, baby.
If you're my friend, here's a little gift. Try it on. See if it fits. See if you like it. All right? And again, see, this is where people are like, girl math. If I return some I fully agree with that girl math, but this girl that's too much work.
I was about to say, is it just the work? It's just the action of doing?
It's the action of me forgetting on accident because that's how my ADHD works. It's really not that, like, I just don't like returning it. I have a serious problem. My brain is all messed up, and I forget. I forget that you can return things. Like, it's a problem, and I fully am aware that I would be saving a lot of money.
A lot.
But we talked about earlier in the podcast, I don't really buy things that's, like, super expensive.
Yeah.
But
fair.
I mean, I always regift. I say regift. I always, like, find a new home for it. And then if a new home cannot be found within my friends, within people I know, then I always donate my clothing to either women's shelters or, like, Goodwill. So it always ends up.
There you go, Maddy.
Clothing someone. Wow,
that was a great speech.
Yeah. So, top 5, never. Nothing. Not ever.
Nothing.
All right, but Kassidy. All right, I'm excited to hear what you have to say.
Mine are kind of just, I don't know, like, makeup.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, like, you never return makeup. Or food.
Right, but, like, you can return that to Ulta. That's like, if it's not your color, you can return it. But, like, who does that? Like, that's your fault for not buying your right color.
Just mix it with a lighter color. Like, if it's too dark, mix it with a lighter color. If it's too light, mix it with a darker color. To me, you should never even have to return makeup.
Right. But, like, you can.
It's just, that's weird. That's gross. But then this is my thing. It gets thrown away.
Right. When you return I wouldn't say thrown away. They probably reuse, reduce, recycle.
I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, I don't know. And then my second one is just, like, a funny one, like a meal, even if it's wrong. Like I obviously never return that. Jewelry. I don't think I've ever returned a piece of jewelry in my entire life. Just because, like, I love jewelry and, like, I'll find a home for it somewhere. And then these are just fun. Like, can you return stuff to grocery stores?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, food. Like, why would you ever return food or socks or underwear?
Right, yeah. Socks and underwear, that's obviously just a given. Worn or not worn, like, worn or not worn, don't care. Right, like, you just don't do that.
Don't return them.
You don't do that. And, like, groceries, like I said, you don't do that. Like, if you're doing that, you're weird.
Yeah.
And then lastly, anything from Amazon. No. I mean, I'm just going to keep it at this point.
Like, that's the thing. Okay, no. If I have to get, like, if it gets shipped to my house, I'm sorry. Unless it's, like, I don't even know.
Unless it's, like, a shipping label inside where I'm just having to mark it and send it off, okay. But you think I'm going online, printing a return slip. I don't even know a printer. Where the hell am I going to... What am I going to do to that?
To me, this is why they invented Facebook Marketplace. So I don't ever have to make returns.
But, like, things I buy in store, 100% I'm going back to the store to return them. This is why I hate online shopping, because things can literally never fit me right. But online returns are just awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
I mean,
I never do it.
Remember that stuff when you came over to my house and I tried on all that Zara stuff? I guess I did return that.
Yes. Okay. I was about to say, you better return that, because, like, half of it just,
expensive,
like...
Yeah. So I did return that. But a lot of the time, this is a red flag. Or it could be a beige flag. I don't really know. Honestly, who knows? If I get something and it's too small, I keep it for when I get skinny. I'm like, one day I'll be skinny enough to wear this.
Yeah, one day I'll.
But if it's too big, I'm like, no, get rid of it, toss it. Who wants it? Someone take it. So yeah, maybe half of my closet might be full of clothes that are too small. Maybe not. Maybe I fit into them now. Who knows?
Maybe. You never know.
It's always a surprise until I try to put it on. Then I'm like, ooh, does this fit? Does this fit yet? We'll find out. It's like a fun guessing game. Like, oh, will you fit or will you fit? All right, we'll
Or
find
it's like,
out.
oh, you've gotten a little tighter. I'm going to put you back up there.
I'm going to put you back up there for later.
Oh my God. That is freaking hilarious. But that's a good way to think of it. Like, if it's too big, like, get it out of here. Too small, one day I will fit in it. Obviously.
I'm going to keep it. But
For
I
motivation.
also just don't get rid of clothing. So, in general.
Oh. Yeah, we know. Last time you got rid of clothes, you cried.
Yes. You know, I honestly have run into where I'm like, I got rid of it and I needed it. I don't get rid of clothes.
Yeah, no, I have too. And then it's just like this stuff can be like vintage clothes for your daughter.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Like, come on. I have good style. She's going to want this one day.
No, exactly. And that's why I'm hanging on to my clothes.
Amen. This is such a not have anything to do with anything that we've talked about today.
Okay.
Not once, not never. On the topic of like red flags, someone this weekend was like, oh my God, Maddy, like I figured out like you're like one of your red flags.
I'm excited to hear.
Huh?
I'm excited to hear.
My red flag is I go on trips for like one day, like 12-hour trips.
Yes.
Trips that I have to take an airplane to.
Yes. That you spend hundreds of dollars on a flight for, to be present for 8 hours, and then you sleep for 4, and then you fly out.
Yep.
Yep.
You know,
so it'll probably save you some money if you just say, sorry, can't make it.
Catch flights.
But it's the FOMO that really eats your life.
Yeah, it really is. But I'm catching flights and not feeling, so, you know.
Period.
If that's my red flag, if that is my red flag, that is my red flag to bear.
Honestly, that's a good red flag to have. Like, it's nothing bad. So, like, don't even worry about it.
And your beige flag is that you return things.
Yes. I girl math really well, and then I use it again. Let me tell you that it does not go into savings.
And she
God forbid.
Returns things.
I return it and I get something new.
Yeah, but no food. Don't return food.
No.
Or makeup. To me, like that is wasteful if you're returning. You can use it.
Yeah.
You can use it. And if you can't, you hold on to it.
Mix and match.
You hold on to it.
Until you're that color.
Or until one of your friends comes over and is like, oh my God, I forgot foundation. And I'm like, lucky for you.
Here's this one I never returned.
Yep. Here's this one. Hopefully it's not expired, but here you go. Do you ever, sorry, this podcast is about to go take a random little turn. But normally we end the podcast and I ask her dumb, silly questions, or she asks me dumb, silly questions. Like, let's just keep it in. Do you pay attention to makeup expiration dates?
No.
Neither do I.
I've had my eyeshadow palettes probably for 7 years.
Years.
And in my head, makeup does not expire.
Makeup lasts forever.
Exactly. And especially if it's like blush or like eyeshadow or stuff like that. Like
foundation, example A. This needs to get tossed out. It's separated. Foundation, I will throw away after like probably a year and a half. If it starts to separate, it's gotta go.
Yeah, well, I just feel like I use my foundation like before it expires. Like it's just very usable.
That is true, but sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna just try something new, even though this one's still full.
Yeah, and then you like hang on to it, and then you're like, damn, this has been in here for 3.5 years.
Like, God, guess maybe I should throw it away.
No, honestly, sometimes it feels so good to clean out your makeup bag, but you're like, do I get rid of it? Do I not?
Let's be honest, girls. We only really do it maybe once a year.
Maybe.
I think the last time I did it was probably almost a year ago. December, I got a new makeup bag. And so like I had to transfer everything into the new makeup bag. So of course I'm like, oh yeah, this should probably go. I haven't touched this in years. Toss.
Yeah, when Taylor made me my new makeup bag, the green one that says Ray, that's when I did my toss
everything. Or that's like, oh, do you know what I'm the worst about? Is like, even when something like a product is done, I keep it in there for a little bit.
Same. I do that too.
Like,
I do that too.
Dried mascaras, though, dude, I hang on to those babies.
No, I
for
don't.
a long time because sometimes they re-moisten.
I don't think that's bad. No,
it is so true because there have been times where I am in a bind and I'm like, I don't have mascara, so I pull out one of my handy dandy old ones, and guess what? Coats my lashes, and I'm like, see, this is why I hold on to you, bad boys. Always got
one thing that I hold on to is eyebrow pencils, even if they're out. I hold on to it. Because I always need like the little brush, but like I bought a new eyebrow pencil, so now I have 2 brushes. Like, why can't I just throw the other one away? But like, I physically cannot. Like, it's almost like we have.
See, that's me with mascara. I have to hold on to. Like, I'm like, you never know. And then eventually, once I'm like, okay, there's like a good buildup of like 3 empty mascara tubes. It's time.
You're like, which one's the oldest?
No, it's time to go. Then I like start anew. I start fresh.
So when do you know it's time to replace your beauty blender?
When it starts to get nasty. Technically, you should like replace.
I run that shit down bad.
Me too.
Like I have to be putting
so much bacteria on your
I have to be putting straight fungi on my face by the time.
Straight fungi. No, it is like there was like one period of like 3 months where I was like, I'm gonna be so good, but they're so expensive. Then I started buying the ones on Amazon. So, and they're a lot cheaper, and they actually are really good. And I was like,
see, I wait till mine like fall apart.
No, I buy like the big pack of like the Amazon ones so that I could just like, oh, like this one, like I just feel like it's gross, I'm gonna throw it away. But if I don't buy the big pack, I'm gonna hold on to that sucker until I put it up to my face and I'm like, oh, I should not be putting this anywhere near my face. Like anywhere.
No, those are things I hold on to that way too long. I use it for way too long, and then when I get a new one, I'm like, ew, this is too clean.
No,
like,
exactly.
It's not even pretty.
Exactly. But the thing is, oh my god, when you use an old beauty blender, it just, because it can't soak up any more makeup, so like all of the product goes on your face, and it's just like the right like bouncy like it.
Yep.
It works so well.
No, I love an old beauty blender. Honestly, I like them better old than new.
Which is so wild to me because I thought you'd be the type of person to be like, I used it for 2 weeks, toss.
No, they're expensive. They're like $8.
So expensive. I'm telling you. Well, I'll post the ones that I buy off of Amazon. Because
please do.
The thing is like you gotta break these suckers in. Okay? You gotta break them in because they soak up all the product. That. So for the first week, your makeup
sucks.
No, my makeup is always flawless. What do you
Excuse me, that's my apologies.
Thank you. No, I'll mix it on my hand. So it's not I don't know, it's I just sweep up a layer and then it doesn't soak up as much. I don't know how else to explain that. But
okay.
Yeah, I'll link the beauty blenders that I get from Amazon because you get a lot and it's for a little bit cheaper than just buying a 2-pack at Ulta for freaking $12.99.
Right.
Too expensive.
Right.
Too expensive.
Yeah, no, can't do that. But I just got to thinking about that because mine is finally getting to a good worn in. It's not dirty, but it's it's been used a time or two, you know?
It's been used. Yeah. How often do you clean your makeup brushes?
Never. I've never cleaned my makeup brushes. Ever. Literally ever. I don't clean. Just go buy a new one. I'm not going to sit here and clean them. Like, I'm not gonna wait for them to dry. No.
When they dry, they always dry crusty, and
exactly.
It's
never the same. No, just go buy a new one. And obviously, if I won't buy new beauty blenders, I'm not buying new brushes. So, does mine have clumpy shit all in it? Yeah, sure does.
Hell yeah.
And you know what? I like it that way. So, it is what it is.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up the podcast.
Well, thank y'all so much for listening along for yet another week. We will see y'all next Wednesday. Bye.